Hi, I'm Angela Martin and welcome to number 46 Masons Road in Kuranda. It's a phenomenal cedar tree. You will not have seen anything ever like that before on your property. I love this property. I love it because it is, well, love it for lots of reasons. It is super private. It is homely, and of course it's cute and gorgeous, but it has been immaculately maintained, and it's one of those fabulous places that's a complete mix of modern and old world charm, just so that you've got a modern feel but all the warmth of a pole home, but without the maintenance. So that has got to be absolutely fabulous. The location is brilliant. Masons Road is one of the most highly sought after locations in the whole of Kuranda, the best address. And it's all on a whopping 3,200 square meters of beautiful, sunny, sparkly tropical gardens. So let's go in and have a look. You're going to fall in love with it. But before you do, let's make sure that you please press that little subscribe button, notification bell on YouTube if you want to find out a bit more fabulous lifestyle properties just like this one. Look at those plants. That's just a little taste of what's to come. Let's go in and have a look. You're going to fall in love with it. How brilliant is this? I mentioned just 35 seconds ago, maybe more than 35 seconds, about it having a modern feel, but when you come in, you feel like you are in a pole home. Just have a look up at those ceilings, character-filled, beautiful, beautiful warmth, and the modernness, if that's a word, of the floor tiles. So it makes it easy to clean. Like we said at the beginning, again, we're not going to be a slave to the house in terms of its maintenance. Now, it's cute, gorgeous, and just so livable. You know, we use the word homely, but when you come in at the end of the day, or, you know, you're just relaxing, a comfort where you feel safe, where you can just relax, where you can just be yourself, is such an important thing. And this feels brilliant. So living area, we've got fans, we've got heaps and heaps and heaps of natural light, which is so important in the wet tropics. But of course, we've also got, if we turn around this way, luxury air conditioning. So we can put the air on if you want to on the hottest of days. And it's just going to cool the place down beautifully. And then we are winter. I know that's hard to believe with sparkly blue sky and 28 degrees. Yeah, 28 degrees today. We have got a little wood burning stove for those chilly Kuranda evenings. So again, just so unbelievably livable. Now, we're going to head out to the balcony in just a minute, but before we do, we'll have a quick look at the kitchen. Love kitchens. This is an original kitchen. We've got really lovely, and I mean lovely, wooden floors, and these windows, they open out onto the balcony. So if you were coming here and you were just chopping away, and you were chatting with your friends who were just relaxing and sitting out there, you'd just be overjoyed. And in terms of the cooking, we have got gas cooker, we've got gas oven, which is just brilliant, and of course we've also got gas hot water, so your power bills are going to be yay small. Pantry, I'm going to show you the pantry. Plenty big, lots of storage in there for all your yummy foods. And you can see that we've got plenty of space for a really big fridge. So I want you just to have a look out to garden, again have a little look out there to the balcony, and then I'm going to show you the bedrooms. Love. I'm just looking, we will look in this way. You marvel at the beams that go all the way up, all the way across, and immaculate. I'm going to use that word 300 times because it has been immaculately looked after. And you've got the combination of the wood, and when we go back into the living area, I'm going to bang on those walls for you because they are block walls or core-filled Besa block walls that have all been beautifully rendered. But if you were sitting here relaxing, I love the signs that people have on your day bed with your feet up, reading a book, having a cup of tea in the morning, and just marveling. You would just feel like you were in seventh heaven. Absolutely fantastic. And the views, well, the views out to your garden here are just quite simply fabulous. So we've got tropical bromeliads, we have got some fruit trees, and then if we pop a little head over here, whoops, can you just see over there? Look at the flowers on that tree. Special, unbelievably special. Now, the other thing that you may or may not have noticed, there are no stairs. So if you just love the idea of living in a pole home, the elevation, the feeling like you're in amongst nature, and you just don't want to jump up and down on trees, not on trees, on stairs, then you absolutely can. All on the level, all on the flat, just absolutely brilliant. Come through these brilliant fly screens. Now, they are magnetic. Whoops, hey, come on through. So if we have a look up here, they just go, look, they're actually even attaching themselves to the little wood burning stove. And watch this. It's breezy today. So you're not going to get any flies or any little beasties coming in those doors. Absolutely brilliant. Now we've got 2 bedrooms this side, we've got a master bedroom, and then the bathroom and the laundry just behind you. But I wanted to show you, these were the walls I was telling you about. Beautiful and rustic. And if we have a look up here, you can see how the warm organic pole home is fitting into the modern, sort of like it's almost like a bit of a Mexican sort of feel of a house, isn't it? But it's not really Mexican, we're in Australia, but you know, you could have it a different color if you wanted to. But again, very, very livable. Now, 2 bedrooms this side. Natural sunlight, natural ventilation. So the whole property is got our louvers and our fly screens. So we're looking out into garden. Again, we'll see this when we go into the garden, but that is just the most amazing tree. Absolutely like beautiful, beautiful tree. Views out to the garden, the shed, the big elephant in the room, which we will have a look at. And then we have, oh, look, nice, lovely bits. Second room here could be used as an office or again as a bedroom, but we have again, I'm going to use the word again and again, the combination of the wood and those solid block walls. Absolutely fabulous. And we can see the render on them. You know, that's been somebody's hand, maybe a trowel, but you know, somebody's hand. So it gives it that just soft and warm feel. Main bedroom is up this way. Love that entrance. There's actually, I don't know if you noticed when we came in, but we have sparkly lights. I can't find the light switch, otherwise I put them on for you. So that at night time we'd have all these fairy lights at the front and also at the back. and deck lights. So you can only but imagine what it would look like. Little fairy princess spot, very special. Big cupboard. Just a very quick have a look, but a really big storage area in there. We have a bedroom in here, beautifully gorgeous, with this lovely, this is the front, just from an orientation point of view. When we came in, that's the front deck. It's obviously the front of the house there, but again, you could be lying in bed and you are totally private. Louvered windows, fly screens, so you can just relax morning, evening, and just look out to that beautiful bit of garden. Now here, this takes us full circle. All our doors open onto the balcony again. So this takes us back onto where we were with the day bed. And if we have a look just over here, our very own garden paradise. What is not to love? Such an easy house to live in. Look at this. We've even got little slidey doors so that when you're opening and closing them, they're not going to take up half your wall space. So this is a utility area. Really lovely bathroom. You're in here and it's so easy. We're in the shower, and again, we don't have, you know, a big good shower screen here, but not in front, and we have got plenty of space. Oh, just joy. And real nice vanity. Look at this, louver windows. Love that. If you did want, you know, if you had people staying, for example, and you didn't want them peeking in while you were having a shower, you could close that up if you want to. Why would you? It's fabulous. And again, the wood and the sort of tropical white walls, and then looking out onto those just Mexican type walls, it just makes you feel like you are in your own, literally your own oasis. So we have open utility for our laundry here. We've got a loo, so let's just pop your little head in the toilet. And that was a door banging. And this takes us full circle back out onto a little courtyard where you're going to hang up your washing. Right, joyous. You can put your washing line up here. It's another door. That just shows you how many breezes we actually have. So we hang up a washing here. We could live here. We could do whatever we want here. And it is just absolutely, it's just glorious. Passion fruit vine here, or any sort of floral vine, just to make it look brilliant. So we're going to have a bit of a quick look at that shed, and then we're going to have a look in the garden. You really just shouldn't be lying in the sun in far north tropical Queensland, says me with my long socks on, because it is winter. Remember, it's all relative, but it is just the most glorious. I think I did say about 28 degrees. It might actually be a little bit warmer than that. Now, we'll take all this in when we do the gardens. Oh, that's just brilliant. I'm seriously in love with those textured walls. Just magic. Shed. Absolutely brilliant shed, big enough for anything that you'd absolutely want to do. It's roughly 15 meters by 6 meters. So the inside of the shed is roughly 9 by 6, and this section over here is roughly 6 by 6. So you can do anything in your shed, absolutely anything. Good little veggie spot there we'll have a look at. Just beautiful. Woohoo! 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 Now, just going to change the lighting so you can actually see. Now, remember, sheds are always filled with stuff. Your stuff will replace this stuff because that's what sheds are. But this has just got the most amazing size. That door is going to close again. I want us to keep it open so you can see. The actual height, believe this or not, from the middle to here is about 4.5 meters high. And the roller doors just behind us they were built so that you could get a motorhome in, and the opening is about 3.2. And if your motorhome doesn't fit in, you might have to either reduce your tires or chop off the top of your motorhome, because that is really seriously high. The walls are about 3.3, but concrete floor. And I'm going to keep using that word, and forget the woodworking, forget the motorhome. If you get tired of doing all your little projects or your little hobbies, you can just plop a chair here and turn on the telly, because the television actually stays. It's also got 3-phase power, so strong enough, big enough for all, and I mean all of your projects. This is truly brilliant. If you did need more space, you just of course open up your roller doors and you've got that 6x6 awning. So excitement, super excitement. We're going to have a look through those tropical gardens before we do a wrap up. Before we go and do officially the gardens, I just want to quickly show you the awning. So we've got water here. This is big, and again, you know, it's concrete, so you could even close this in if you really wanted to. You could put another roller door there if you really wanted to. But you know, all this stuff is just absolutely fabulous. Now, at the beginning, I know that this may or may not be a big deal, but I think it's a huge deal. That tree, you're never going to find another tree. Well, you will, but very rarely. It's a red cedar tree, and it is absolutely stunning. That is a really, really old tree. Just beautiful, just beautiful. Now, we can walk around the garden this way. It's very bright, should have my sunnies on today. But we'll start here just so you get a sense of what it feels like to come out and potter. House, like I said, brilliant, so homely, so livable, so easily livable. How brilliant is that? We've got room for our veggies, elevated so that you can just come over here so you can have a look. So you can come in here, put all your little bits in there. We've got a rock walls. We've got this fabulous little, oh wow, look at this. How's that for garden art? Little cassowary. We do live in cassowary territory, very special part of the world. And then we can just see how the house is enclosed for that yummy private feel. Now, we actually have a second driveway at the very beginning. When we showed you the front of the property, there was 2 shots. One was coming in number 46 and the other one was coming in the other side. So super handy if you've got a trailer or even an extra caravan, or you've got people visiting. We can come in here. Ooh, beautiful. Ah, look at that pony. Oh, wow. They're called ponytails, and they are the slowest growing plants on the planet. So that is an old plant, as in it's been here for a very long time. Very, very special. So this takes us out onto Masons Road. As I said, super handy. Garden's filled with native plants. Come on under. And again, lipstick palm, aptly named, more importantly, because it looks like looks like lipstick. It's beautiful red. That's that plant just there. And again, super slow to grow, so that's been there for a while. We've got some fruit trees. We can see all the little glows and all the little bits, sparkly pieces through into the house. Fan palms. And it's sort of got the best of both worlds. We're going to head back down behind you in just a minute. But this shows us half of the property that is open and sunny and, you know, filled with grass, beautiful plants, gorgeous colour that's going to attract all your bees and your butterflies. And that's a view up to the back of the house there. That was a bedroom. We might actually take a wander up there and then we'll quickly cut in so I can show you the other half, which is the most amazing rainforest. Just truly, truly lovely. Definitely the best of both worlds. Easy care. We mentioned about low maintenance. Nothing's ever no maintenance. But if you just have a look down here as well, look at this. Just absolutely gorgeous. And the property goes down into the rainforest, and you could have the most amazing little tracks down the very back. So you're going to have open, warm and sunny, and absolutely beautiful, cool and shade. So because I want to show you everything, brilliant organic steps here. This is nice. Nice little design element. Gorgeous big bits of chunky wood, and because it's wood and brick or block, you can actually see under the house, which makes it easy for you to do your inspections. Great little spot for the ride-on mower. We've got a hot water service here, and then this takes us again round to the shed. Now, before I forget, in actual fact, I will forget, so you know what? We're going to quickly have a look at the side of the shed. Then we're going to come back to the spot because it is special. A little glory hole where you can put everything that you don't want anyone to see in here behind closed doors. Sorry, Mr. and Mrs. clients, but people do love glory holes because, again, stuff can be put where they want to put it. And then round the other side of the shed, if you are into germinating plants, or you want bromeliads, or you want just to take some cuttings or grow some extra little bits and pieces, another little special spot. Promise we're going back to where we were at. Oops. Ta-da! Don't have to dwell on it, but it's there. It's absolutely brilliant. So another little spot. I'm going to meet you back over just where we left off. That was well and truly worth it. We're back exactly where we were at, and we only took 10 seconds to do it. This is fabulous. Look at this tree. Oh my goodness. Look, 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 look. I don't care where you are in the world, that would have to impress. That is just absolutely spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. And look at these. Look at that. That's called a medinilla, and they are native to the Philippines. So they absolutely love the tropical environment. We're going to very quickly head back where we came, down there, and we're just going to pop a little head into the rainforest. Look at this absolutely beautiful rock wall. We're heading down to the little rainforest area here, and this is just a little beautiful reminder. Oh, that is just gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. This property is actually part of Seven Springs, so there is a very small monthly fee, $70, that allows the use of common land, common property, and that has got a fabulous dam down the back, picnic area. It has got an orchard that has got, I don't know, hundreds of trees in it, maybe not hundreds, but plenty of trees, fruit trees, that you can just go and you can help yourself, plus limitless amounts of bore water. So it just gets better and better. We're going to very quickly have a little head round into that rainforest. Unbelievable, look at that. Brilliant. We're heading down the lower side of the garden. This looks up to the house here, and we've got a little trumble path just down through there, and then we're going to head down that way into the rainforest. And this just for a little point of reference, that was our fabulous tree at the corner of the house, at the bottom of the shed. So we've just literally come round the long way, up into here, and look at this. Look at this. This is your very own, wow, 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 wow. This is your very own additional parcel of paradise. We're not going to walk all the way down there, but we've gone from open and bright and sunny down to just spectacular, and I mean spectacular rainforest. Butterflies. Oh, that's amazing. How was that? That is, oh, that makes the hairs on the back of your arm just go pop. We're going to do a wrap up. Why would you buy, little lovely danglies. So why would you buy this gorgeous property at number 46 Masons Road in Kuranda? Well, if you're downsizing, if you're looking for an investment, if you just want to get your life back, literally where you don't have millions and millions of things to do in terms of your maintenance, this is the ultimate. It is so livable. I've said that about 300 times now, but there are just certain properties that you just, you can just relax. I was almost tempted just to sit back on that daybed again. And then of course we have this fabulous location, Masons Road. It seriously is one of the most sought after roads in Kuranda. $1 million homes, beautiful acreage, lush green, half rainforest, half sun, open, just, it's just, the list goes on and on and on. And of course, we're so close to Kuranda Village and a very easy commute into Cairns. So give me a call, Angela Martin, 0403 788 187. Love that. Or visit the website angelamartin.tv, and remember, press that little subscribe button before we do anything else, so that you can find out a bit more fabulous lifestyle properties just like this one. I seriously look forward to showing you this brilliant property. Don't forget the shed.